Let's go. And now we just pick that up. And there we go. Now it's time to get loads more of them. And the room's also completely sealed, so we can just spam these guys everywhere. There we go. But now it's time for the first half of zombies. And this is where that parkour jump from earlier comes in. Because the amount of times they die on that is the amount of zombies that I'm going to spawn. And to do the spawning, I'm going to use these zombie spawn eggs, which we got in our illegal items video. And spoiler, some of this stuff is going to be used for the later on defenses as well. But for now, I'm just going to leave them in this shulker box, and I'll just grab them out when the YouTubers are attacking. But to finish off the room, I'm going to add a bunch of levers to the side with, of course, one of them actually opening the door. But now to make sure the YouTubers accidentally hit some of these bees, I'm going to add a bunch of flowers by these levers. So the bees will be getting in their way whilst the zombies are attacking. And if they hit one, they're going to be swarmed by all of these guys. So after the zombie room, we're moving on to the final hard defense, which is going to be a little bit different because instead of danger like the other defenses, it's going to involve a lot of problem solving using redstone. So the idea is that a redstone block will start here and players will have to activate pistons to continue the redstone signal. Let me just show you an example. So if we do that and then we activate this piston, the signal now moves through the block and eventually it will open this door. So now I'm just going to spend some time making this redstone as confusing as possible. And then when it's done, I'll give you a little tour of it. Okay, there we go. This might look a bit confusing to you, and that's because it is. All right, so this is how it's going to work. So for the first bit, you just press that. And then if you stand on this one, it carries on the signal. The YouTubers will have to use their food and balance it on the pressure plate to keep the signal going. And as you get further into this becomes more and more important because the methods of transferring the signal get more and more complicated. And then here you actually have to stand on it because it's a stone one. And that's why you have to make sure that you have all of them working like this before you do that. Yeah, as you can see, it's going to get really complicated. So it'll be really interesting to see how Chazza in particular gets on with this defense. Because to be honest, I've got no idea how good he is at redstone. But anyways, I'm going to set this back up and add a glass floor, and then we can move on to the impossible defenses, with the first one being an end portal maze. So, of course, for this, we need some of our illegal items, and mainly those illegal items are the actual end portal frames. And now that it's lit, we can use one of the oldest tricks I know to remove the actual portal frame. So for this, we just need some space here for a second. Then we need to place a red mushroom, and then we should just be able to bone meal this. Let's go! But to be honest,